Hello, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here, and I really do hope you're having as much fun watching this series as I am making. It's not my favorite period in history for the for the classical eras. This is sort of, in my opinion, sort of before classical era, but you know, little more Western focus kind of thing. But I am having a lot of fun, and we're exploring this very new DLC, as least as of making this. And you know, this is something that I think everybody can understand, that when I sort of had to think about, well, once I sort of say it, probably become self-evident to some of you. This isn't getting as good of views, and I, of course, don't expect anything to get as good as views as Hearts of Iron, because I've come from such a core Hearts of Iron modding and playing group of audience. That's always going to be a really high views for my channel. This is a bit lower, and I was thinking about it from a new recent, I'm going to click over to it, subscriber, Ron. And so just found my channel, and you play all the games I love, or you know, and so, which I have to think about this kind of stuff at times, that a lot of the viewers want to watch things they play, and I understand that. I play Hearts of Iron too, and you know, but some of the stuff I've watched, I forget the name of the game. It was Benjamin Magnus was playing it, and it was another classic era game that he was playing, strategy Rome, and other peoples around the sort of central Mediterranean area. And I watched it because I was sort of interested in the game, looked good, but I didn't own the game, hadn't played the game, and I just enjoyed watching him play it. So I get the idea very much that you all like watching the games you play, but I also like watching maybe games I haven't played, but that I would like, you know. And so, you know, of that type of thing. Now, I don't have fun watching things I don't like, of course. I mean, that seems sort of obvious, but yeah. So I hope you give this a good try. Still got not little or no comments on this. Love to hear what you're thinking. Even if it's I don't like, that's fine. I would, you know, and it can be just, oh, I just into World War II. Okay, that's cool. Now, you probably hadn't even clicked on this, but, or if it's like, hey, I want, you know, whatever. That's good for the developers too, because if it's like, hey, we want real time instead of turn-based, they get to know that. Now, I like this turn-based. I also like real time. I'm happy if they're done well, I'm happy with both. If they're done badly, that's a different thing. But you know, so I don't mind, and I hope the developers wouldn't mind honest. And you know, I don't like it because, you know, it's turn-based or whatever, and they'll go, okay. But look at their sales and see that, hey, they got a lot of sales, keep making turn-based games. Or go, sales weren't so good, people say it's because it's turn-based, next one we'll do, you know, because you can even do it pseudo-turn, in which you write your orders. That was another type of war game that I never really actually got a good chance to play, was that you would quickly write out your orders to your units, like you might do with, in reality, even on the Napoleonic field, you know, quick little, you know, move your command to the top of the hill or something like that. And So the general in charge would write out, just some general basic orders that you would quickly send out. And then the sort of umpires of the game would move both sides simultaneously. It would be, because it was on a tabletop, I had watched a little of this being played. It was on a tabletop. So obviously, in one turn and in one space of time, units would only move so far, or only be able to do, shoot or move or whatever it might be. If you're artillery, it's, limbering up or unlimbering or moving or shooting. You sort of have those 4 basic choices kind of things, and they can do one of those per turn or some such thing. But both of the turns would happen sort of simultaneously, and then the dice would be rolled, figure out who's won, who's lost, whatever amounts of casualties and units breaking, and then it would be, okay, now what do we do? And if you have no new orders for a unit, move to the top of the hill and hold. Well, you just you don't write new orders, they're just doing that thing, and you're telling your cavalry to make a left flank charge, or maneuver around the side, or whatever it might be. And did the enemy decide to make a left flank attack too? So they're on your right, their cavalry is on your right and you're on their right, and so you're both hitting each other's right? Or did they happen to, because if they were both sort of in the center of reserve or something, did they both happen, one going left and one's going right, so they clashed with each other? You sort of find this out instead of this sort of turn-based. So there's other ways to do this type of stuff. I know I'm talking a lot. Okay, let's get back into Cyrus's rise. After defeating Astigans, sorry. I gotta words like that, because AST and sort of Astyages. Maybe that's it. Maybe you just gotta take more time and break it down, because where do you put the vowel sounds, or the consonants, or what the phonemes, actually, I think is what it is, the different sounds. Okay. Cyrus spared his, of unfamiliar type words. Cyrus spared his life and married his daughter Emitis. The Medes, I don't know, continued to hold position of power in the Achaemenid Empire and the Medes and Persians. Essentially, this was a dynasty rather than a change of dynasty rather than a conquest. In the west, King Croesus of Lydia has taken advice from the Delphic oracle before launching an invasion of Persia. He received the reply, yes, I've heard this question before, that he asked. He received the reply that if he attacks the Persians, he will destroy a great empire. Well, that's not exactly the way that he will destroy a great empire. As the translation or whatever I've heard, is that a great empire or something like that will be destroyed, which was taken as a good omen. Now, without going any further spoilers, historically, he attacked and he was destroyed. This is sort of the clever bit about the Delphic oracle, because yes, I believe it was a hoax. I don't believe the gods were speaking through them, though I do believe they gathered often by people coming to them and asking questions. Lots and lots of intelligence, so they were very well informed. And with this, I think they give these sort of cryptic ones that they don't know how it's going to end up, but one or the other is going to be destroyed. So you make it sound like, yeah, you're going to do well. Leave a big offering, big thank you gift. But hey, if we word this right, and go, see, we knew it was going to fall. We just didn't want to, tell him to his face kind of thing. That's sort of what the oracle was doing. Okay, which he has taken as a good omen. He has therefore launched his invasion. King Cyrus met him at, again, more Tyria in Cappadocia. Okay, just gotta get used to these words. Where an indecisive battle was fought owing to the lateness of the season. Croesus then retreated back to Sardis, sending his troops to winter quarters. Cyrus, however, did not follow suit and has passed into Lydia. Croesus recalled his troops, but not all have arrived. Okay, so we're going to do choice 1 here. Oh, we can. This is our field army. Currently, as is for the campaign, we can decide to send units into garrison if we want to. Why might we want to? Well, I've also, not for the channel, but I've been playing one of the Julius Caesar campaign coming in the stock game, partially to learn this a little before. Sometimes they're having you rush a certain number of your forces to, you know, save a city or something, so you can't take everything you may own, so they may want you to move it to there. Or I do believe if you were to think we have too much horse of one facet or another, or too many Eastern archers, or they're too beat up or whatever, you can move them to the garrison, and then when you have I'm gonna go back, then when you have the points chance to do it, I think the points are based on overall points, and you've already used up a bunch of them, so you can get other unit types. So you may want to move things into garrison. And I can imagine, like, if you knew the coming battle was going to be all in the mountains, and you have a lot of horse that doesn't do well in rough terrain, and you want to move them over there, so then you get more light infantry, you know, archer types to deal well with the rough terrain or something like that. Or you're going back to the open, and you went without any of your horse before, so you want to bring those back. So that could just simply be your choice, as opposed to for this specific scenario kind of thing. Okay. Versus the Lydians, rout the enemy's army for at least 40% of their troops and 25% more than you have lost, or routing 60% of their troops. 24 turns as usual. We have caught the enemy while their army is divided. Some of their units have not yet arrived on the battlefield. We must endeavor to defeat them before their reinforcements arrived. Okay. Okay, so again, here we have some more points that we can allocate beyond what we currently have. Boy, it looks like a Roman farm, sort of insula. No, not insula, but that's another thing. No, I'm forgetting the term for that. We'll continue beyond that without continuing to embarrass myself too much more. All right. This river may be impassable. What looked to be a slightly larger one on another map was impassable. So that could be a good limiting factor on movement. It's just something good to keep in mind. And they also want us to engage before reinforcements arrive. Okay, well, we're talking about troops on flanks and sending the cavalry around. I'm going with, and it may be a mistake, but that, okay, impassable to land troops, water, impassable to land troops. So we have an impassable barrier here, so we can't be flanked here. So this is something that armies like this have always tried to find, because what is stopping them from simply organizing their army here instead of here, and then swinging and getting us in the flank? Now, if we have enough observational time and space, and, you know, getting on the mountains and see them form up over here, we could obviously turn our armies. And this is one thing that this game does very well, is the facing of your troops matters to their actions. And when you were talking about tight formation units, it really does matter when you try to move those. Improvise cavalry, okay. Persian managed on baggage camels, okay. 60 points. Oh, we can do one of those. Those are sort of immortals. I don't know that we need to do more of those, because we are sort of kind of looking for speed. I'm thinking some sort of horse out here. Okay, basically 180 points. Rather have the archers have longer range. Nothing for 21 points. Okay. Well, I'm sort of going to go with some of their suggested. I like that we're on this hill. That should be a good hill. Although I'm thinking they may stall for time, so we may need more time, or we need to push things faster than just waiting them out. And waiting for them to come to us. So I'm thinking of sort of moving up to hold this hill as well. So you get to stand on the side of the hill. Or you can move up to eventually stand on the side of the hill. Okay, guys, This command down here may be a bit too separate, but we'll see. Okay, we can add 2 more generals. I'm not good with organizing up these units. We'll call this a general here. And that will be a general. No, see, I want to attach him to this command, and I don't know how to do this, quite honestly. Or if there is... don't see it, how to do so. Okay, we can name the unit. Yeah, no, I don't need to name these units. Not that interested of me to hold on to naming the unit. Okay, we're gonna go with this. End turn confirm, which is the turn is just deployment. They're deploying their units. Okay. Marsh, oh yuck. Okay, we might want to stay out of the marsh. I'm going to shift these guys over a little more than I thought I was going to be doing so. Yeah, we're moving these guys off the edge because we are attacking before they get their reinforcements. Okay, that whole command, we will move you all forward. There we go. That was good. Well, I don't want to move the general out and forward too much, so we will move you here. There we go. Yeah, nobody can really shoot each other. Okay, opening moves there has happened. Actually, no. Okay, if they can move 3 forward, 1, 2, 3, they'll move to there. I think these guys are going to stay right where they're at. We're going to try this. May not work out well. We may have to move down into the plains anyways, but now here I want to move up. Damn marsh. Okay, no, we're gonna do that. These guys are gonna come here. These guys are gonna come here. Oh good, they're already disrupted. I think they'll be able to evade if or when the enemy attacks. And what we're trying to do is to get them, instead of just standing there waiting for their reinforcements, we are trying to get them to attack. And it appears these guys are nice Persian type hoplites, so they don't have throwy things. So we will See if this works out. Oh, they're coming to move to do their throwy things on our flank. Javelins, I know what they are. Good, that's basically what I was hoping for. Get these guys fragmented, get these guys heading in a not so great direction. Now they're disrupted. Very good. Okay, well, it sort of looks like they're going to maybe stand around a little bit more. So let's move forward, and yeah, let's turn and shoot. I don't know if you can tell, but I like archers much better than javelin guys. They have greater range, generally more shots. Should have maybe moved on him, but we're going to continue to focus on that unit there. And I'm thinking more and more that hoplite line is not something I want to move my... Well, actually, since my horse is rather archery based, yeah, we will move them forward. Okay, that looks good. Oh, good. They moved out. They've broken their formation up. Well, not too much of it's broken up. Okay. I am thinking if we get stuck into it in melee, their hoplites may really chew us apart. So let's see what we can do about breaking that up even more. Yeah, let's sting their divisional, or their commander. The king itself, okay, himself. No, they can't attack him, so let's undo that. Okay, good. They've got disruptive troops there now. No, can't get there. Can't. I think we could take out this lighter unit here a lot more. I don't know if we can completely take it out, but... Good, that's just exactly what I wanted to have happen, or better. Brakes, routing, pushed off. Great, so they're out. That way I could move these guys to here. No, we're going to concentrate on these guys, because these guys are going to come up here too. And you get to facing there. Okay. These guys can shoot from the top of the hill. But they've got to be a little shaky, and no, we'll not push it because I'm getting ready to hit them maybe in the flank. We'll see about that. Yes, I want you to evade instead of staying. Oh, they couldn't run far enough. Okay. Brake routing disrupted. Not quite working out what I was hoping for that. I was hoping they would evade a bit more. Routing. Okay, we're gonna retreat. Make them think they're winning something. Horsies. If I can hit these guys in the flank, I think I could do wondrous damage to them. Sort of like they're doing to me here. Well, let's come down here. Can we end this farce? Yes. Maybe. Oh, didn't quite do what I was hoping, but yeah. Okay. There we go. Turn around, turn around. Well, you're not turned around, but at least you're not out somewhere to get attacked. Hopefully they will rout these, or rally these guys. Oh, they're not my command structure, but, well. Yeah. No, you should be fleeing, not holding firm. They rallied. They evaded. Good. That was what we were supposed to do. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do. Okay, yeah. Just turn and shoot. Turn and shoot. That's one of their generals, not sub-general, but still. Okay, at least turn that way. That way, maybe if you get attacked, you'll run up the hill. You're gonna face about. Not too far away. Yeah, so. Face about. Come up here. Face about. Could say about face, but probably sounds a little too. Yeah, let's pick on this unit here. More. Oh, didn't do any damage. Breaks routing, runs away, these guys follow and pursue and follow and evade and whatnot. Okay, that looked good. Come up there and shoot them with arrows. Yeah, hit those guys. Oh, good, they're fragmented. Okay, well. That looks like a good move, doesn't it? Yeah, that looked like a good move. Okay, well, we've definitely spurred them into action, into doing something. We will see if it to our benefit. Well, it's basically what I wanted to have happen. I'm a little afraid of hoplites, so... Now, what we also, I think, have the ability... Okay, Okay, as I thought. Charging them is not a good idea. Fall back and shooting arrows at them seems like a reasonable idea. I'm both worried and hopeful. I'm worried if they attack here in my flank, these guys will crumble. I'm hopeful if they attack in the flank and they don't crumble, I'll be able to hit them in the flank and break them with my horse. Yeah, just shoot at these guys some. They're taking heavy casualties. These guys have already thrown. Yeah, I'd like to break them. Yeah, see, we're weakening their formations there. Turn and shoot. I think we do want to be aimed in that. Let's see if we can get these guys further fragmented. Well, that was a good maneuver for these guys. No, let's undo that. How are these guys? Not so well. Okay. You guys come here, get ready for an attack there. Okay, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. I don't quite understand why the AI has broken up its formation so much. I would have kept it and just pushed. And of course, that may be a mistake. Yes. Let's see. These guys, Lydian hoplites. The regular foot, raw hoplites. Yeah, these are some not, they're maybe elite, but good units attacking mine. Now this is the king's unit here, which I think if we died it would be bad, but we want to hit. While we can hopefully... Ooh, that was not good. That was not good. Change targets to there. Well, See if we can beat up this raw unit there. Oh, that doesn't look good, so we're just going to keep shooting at you guys. And now you're disrupted from all the nice archery. Okay, well, I think we're going to end the episode here. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you for liking the videos. I'm, like I say, having lots of fun with this. I think this is a great game. If it's for you, you know, and it's in your budget, I would recommend it. Otherwise, if you don't like it, of course, don't buy it. But love to hear your comments on it. See you next time for more historical gaming.